Oh god, did I just get another presentation to work upon? I cannot believe this. Let me just see what the due date is. Next week. That's all right. I can get it done by then. I'll just get started on it in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. Till then, let me just watch some cat videos on YouTube.
1 hour later.
What? It's already 6 p.m. Let's just get started. I never even understood where these hours went by. If this has ever happened with you, then this video is for you, where we will be dissecting procrastination and understanding how to get over it finally. Procrastination. We all have heard a lot about this word, right? And we all have done this thing a lot too. Whether it is starting to study just 1 week before an exam or starting to work on a project just one day before it is due. We all have done this. But why is it that we do that? Why is it that we keep procrastinating and avoiding things until and unless the deadline is not right on our heads and that we are not under so much pressure, stress, and anxiety? There is no point in that, right? There is no point in harming ourselves and our mental balance with so much stress. Then why is it that we do that? The number one reason is that we are not interested in what we are doing. Have you ever postponed watching Netflix? Have you ever postponed reading your favorite fiction book or the next edition in that? No. What we all do is that whenever we see that a new episode has come out, we instead leave our work and start watching that. We don't procrastinate in that. We instead prioritize that. And let's say whenever a new song or an album comes out, we are the first ones to hear it of our favorite singers. Why is that? Why is that we don't show any procrastination there that no, yeah, that Netflix episode has come out, but I'll watch it in some few days, right? What is the hurry now? The show will be there forever. We never think that way. But when we have to do our work, we think, yeah, this project is just 1 month ahead. The due date is 1 month ahead. I'll start working 1 week before, also, I'll get it done. What's the point of taking so much pressure now? That's how we think. And that is the biggest reason that we procrastinate, that we are not interested and engaged in what we are doing. We don't love what we are doing, and because of that we don't get that thrill, we don't get that excitement in doing that task. See, whenever you watch that Netflix episode, or whenever you watch that, whenever you listen to that song, whenever you read that book, whatever it is, what you do is you get that dopamine hit, you get that excitement, you get that rush of feelings, that what is going to happen next, this is so fun, and all of those things. But when you're sitting down making a presentation or doing any kind of work, it is not fun, it is boring. It's so, you try to delay it as much as possible, because what our mind is looking for is instant gratification. Our mind wants instant feelings, instant good feel hormones, and whatever it is. And so when we do that, right, we keep delaying it until we reach a point of no options. We have no choice, but we have to do it. And when we do that in that less amount of time, right, we tend to beat our limits. And because we are not having any choice, we enter that flow state that we have to do this, and it becomes a do or die situation. In that case, it gives us that dopamine rush again, that oh yes, I'm doing this in so less time. And like in our schools as well, what used to happen was anybody who would study for 2 months before an exam, they knew, yeah, this guy is going to get good marks, he's studying so long. But there would be some people who would say, I just studied for 4 days before the exam and I topped it. That's what excites us, right? We say, oh my god, just 4 days. And then that is what makes us feel good. If we can just complete it in 4 days and right before the deadline, we study so much, we focus so much and get good results, that gives us that good feel, that gives us that dopamine. And that is why we procrastinate in things that we are not interested in. When we like what we are doing, then we'll instead prepone it instead of procrastinating it, regardless of what the deadline is. Now we've understood why is it that we procrastinate clearly, and that is to get that dopamine hit in whatever we are doing. So how is it that we can overcome procrastination? For this, we'll start working from the base up, because when we set the foundation right, when we set the roots right, then the plant and anything else will grow properly. If we just keep on putting the medicine and the herbal powder and all this stuff, that is the fertilizer, on the leaves only, it won't create any effect. But if we put that in the roots, it will go deep within, it will rise, and that inside out journey will create permanent changes and permanent results. And so that is what we are going to do with procrastination also. The first thing is finding out what you love to do and being interested in that. See, the problem is most of us are doing things we don't like. We're doing college degrees that we are not interested in. We're working in jobs that don't excite us. Then how is it that we can expect that we'll be as excited as watching a new Netflix series as we are while doing our work? That is not how it works. We have to be excited. We have to be happy in whatever it is that we are doing, and we have to love that, we have to be engaged, interested in that. And when that engagement comes from within, nothing is going to stop you, nobody is going to, even if somebody asks you to procrastinate, you will not procrastinate, you will get that thing done. And when this happened with me, it was life changing when I discovered that writing is what I love to do, and I never postponed that. I did that, I enjoyed it. Then I wrote a book in just 50 days. Then now I've moved into content creation. I make videos, I enjoy this. And so I don't feel like postponing this. I like to get to it. I like to get these things done, and I feel happy in that. There is no procrastination here. And that is the first thing that we need to do to overcome procrastination. Discover what we love to do and start focusing on that. And then the second thing that we can do to overcome procrastination is use the 10-minute rule. When we are doing some kind of deep work, right, we know it will require our attention, our focus, and we'll have to put in a lot of efforts. A kind of resistance comes in from within. Oh, I just started in some time, I just started doing it in some more time, whatever it is. And we keep procrastinating. And we think, oh, let me just check my email. Let me just check what the news is saying. Let me just check what is happening in the world on Twitter, whatever it is. But by using the simple 10-minute rule, you can overcome that barrier. How? Whenever you feel like you're getting distracted from the work, from what you love to do, simply say, I'll set a timer for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes, if I still feel the same, I'll give into it and I'll go and watch that, go check that email, go check that news. And in most cases, you will find that after 10 minutes, you won't know when the timer rang, you will enter that flow state. And what will be happening is that you will not care about that urge anymore, you will not care about that distraction anymore, and you'll keep on working. And after 10 minutes, even if you still feel that, I think I still feel that urge, go do that. Go check that email, check that news. And you might be wondering, Prabhsimrat, if I just do that, then what was the purpose of all of this? The purpose was building your concentration ability. When you increase this from the 10 to the 15 to 20 to the 30-minute rule, you will start building your ability to concentrate. You will start developing that muscle. And when that happens, you will become unstoppable. And then the third thing that you can do to overcome procrastination is to set input based goals and not output based goals. What we often do is that we set goals. So I want to achieve this. I want people to know me as this. I want to get that bestseller rank. I want to get that number one person rank, number one employee of the year, whatever it is. We set those output based goals. And then they overwhelm us. They make us feel, am I really worth it? Can I actually do that? And when this kind of doubts start arising, fear comes up. And when fear comes up, it creates resistance. And when there is resistance, we tend to procrastinate because of that overwhelming fear. But if we just change the approach and start thinking on what we can do, the input based goals that we can set and that come from within, we will get over this overwhelm, we will get over this fear, and procrastination will start disappearing. How? Let me give you this simple example. When I wrote my book, Explore the New You, I set the goal that I want to publish this book by 1st December 2020. That was in my hands. I did not set a goal like I want this to become a bestseller, I want to sell these many copies. That is the secondary byproduct. The first thing that needs to be done is getting the book published. And when I had that input based goal rate, what I did was I wrote. I enjoyed the process, I did it fully, and I published it 2 days before my deadline. And that is not where I procrastinated because I did not have that fear, I did not have that overwhelm within me. And this is the third thing that you can do to overcome procrastination. And finally, the fourth thing is having the willingness to do whatever it is that you're working on. Without willingness, nothing exists. The only reason why that Netflix series is able to catch your attention is because you're willing to give that attention to that series. There is no way that the TV can drag you in and force you to watch that series. That's not how it works. You are willing, that is why you sit there and you watch that in front of the TV. But if you bring that willingness into your work, also the same thing will happen there. You will naturally go to your computer, you'll naturally go to your work desk and you'll start the work. You won't feel that you need to check the news, you need to check something else. And by building that willingness through your interest, you will be able to overcome procrastination very easily. Being engaged, being interested, and having that willingness is basically all that you need to overcome procrastination. And by using the 10-minute rule plus setting input based goals, procrastination will be something that you never have to deal with again. Yes, there will be challenges, there will be problems in the way, but you will keep knocking them out one by one by one, and you'll get to the success you desire, the achievements that you desire, and the kind of life that you desire. Now, comment below and tell me how has your journey been with procrastination? What were your key takeaways? And if you have any further questions about procrastination, let's discuss and let's help each other grow. And subscribe to the channel for more videos like this and hit the bell icon so you get notified as soon as a new video comes. And like this video because it keeps me motivated to keep adding more and more value and keep doing more and more. And also share this with as many people as possible so that more and more of us can overcome procrastination and grow in our lives. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Here's to more productive days.